We're at Craft, the Craft food truck, and we are cooking some breakfast sandwiches for the University of Illinois. I graduated from University of Illinois in May of last year. Jeremy Mandel also graduated in May, and Sean Baird back here graduated from Southern Illinois, actually this past December. I majored in food science and human nutrition. Jeremy majored in agricultural econ, and Sean majored in hospitality management. But me and Sean kind of handled the food side and taking care of the menu and kind of how all this is going to look in here, the kitchen area. And then Jeremy's a lot more business-oriented, organizational skills, and keeping, this truck moving forward in the right direction. It was definitely daunting starting a food truck. Myself and Sean have both had restaurant experience, but absolutely no food truck experience whatsoever. So a big thing for us was do this how we would think other people would want it. Basically really tailor it to students' needs and faculty needs, and just kind of do everything how, if we were to go to a food truck, that's how we would want it, and that's how we would want people to treat us. I think there's nothing really like this at the University of Illinois, and people were a little nervous to try us at first and a little apprehensive, but since people started coming out, we're pretty not intimidating. We're bumping music all the time, and sandwiches come out hot and fresh, so people are pretty happy with us being out here.
My name is Jeremy Mandel, and we're going to make the Sloppy Jose. So what Kiefer's putting down is our hash browns for the sandwich. It's more like a potato gnocchi that we stole from Daniel's mom, one of her recipes. Every sandwich has hash browns and a fried egg, and sort of one of the difficulties, one of the struggles or tasks we had to figure out was how to get hash browns on a sandwich. So these hash patties, we basically we put a couple different secret ingredients into to make it so that it actually holds and sticks to itself. And then we put them in the fryer, and then once they go in the fryer, crisp up the outside a little bit, we put them on the flat top and press them down so that they're nice and flat for the sandwich. Something we do for all of our sandwiches is we break the yolk before we flip it, so that when you eat the sandwich, the yolk doesn't run all over your hands, it doesn't get all over the place. Sort of makes it a little bit easier to eat and a little easier to put together as well. So right now, we put the bacon onion jam on the bottom part of this bread. The bacon onion jam is something that we make here in-house, which is bacon. It's a really sweet bacon oniony, fantastic combination that we put on the bottom. Then we put the smoked chorizo, which we warmed up and got the temperature from old time. On top of that, Kiefer's now putting the hash patty with our pepper jack cheese on top of that and the fried egg in that. So it's one thing on top of another. And to complete the sandwich, the top part of the bun has our homemade guacamole on it. And that is the Sloppy Jose.
Business is great. We expected to do some business. How can you not with such a area with so much foot traffic and lack of food options? But we got blown out of the water the first farmers market we were at. We were expecting to just have, I don't know what we were expecting. We weren't expecting anything, but it ended up a ton of business, and it just took off from there. And once school started, every day was pretty consistent. So it's been great.
It's nice because Champaign is such a small town and such a close-knit city that everyone kind of knows everyone and everyone's kind of rooting for everyone, and small businesses really thrive in Champaign, and you see them all over the place. So I think we've gotten a lot of good feedback and a lot of encouragement from most people. No one's really griping at us because we opened a food truck so young.
We started with the farmers market. We never intended to be a lower end kind of establishment, but I think the people around here appreciate the good food. Not only that, but I was born in this town, and it's a foodie town. People love to see the stuff that they don't see on other menus, and truffle oil is one of them. But yeah, people have actually taken kindly. There's people that will say, just give me a plain hot dog, or do you guys serve pizza? Or and we're like, no, here's our menu. We do different things, but yeah, they've taken pretty well to the different and higher end things that we do on the truck.
It's going to be a smaller menu. It may be a little intimidating at first, but once you get used to it, it could be a lot of fun to eat off a food truck and try different things. And really extend your palate.